Hi, I'm Teresa Garcia, also known as Amehana Arashi, and welcome back to Ame's Bookshelf. Today I am going to be doing an audio review of The Necro Files, 750 an Hour Plus Curses, by author C.L. Bledsoe, and I hope I pronounced that right. I am going to be giving this a 5-star, as I extremely enjoyed this. So that is 5-star for enjoyability, and I would say a 5-star for how well the book is executed as well. It falls within a PG-13 rating in my opinion, so if you have very young people that are accessing your bookshelf, it might not be for them. However, you might have a precocious person in your household. In that case, alright. Because there is a little bit of violence, as most adventures seem to have. Now, I wasn't quite sure what I was getting into when I first opened the book, but I was looking forward to the story from what the cover art was promising. In this book, Daisy gets her first job in a funeral home after some difficulty about getting a job at all, rather like how my poor daughter, despite probably about a year or so of trying to get a job, it took her until after she was out of school for the year fairly much in order to secure one. So that's something that I think we all can identify with a bit, because in this market, getting a job is quite difficult. So, what happens to poor Daisy, but the only job she manages to secure is that in a funeral home? Which, some people like that, some people don't. She soon finds out that there is more to this particular job in this particular funeral home than she expects there to be, and possibly more than what might be found at any other funeral home. In this book, witches and demons are real, and so are vampires. They are not Twilight vampires, thank goodness. There's a possibility that werewolves are also real. It is hinted at. And I have not quite decided whether or not it is calling one of her co-workers a werewolf or not. While doing her job to the best of her still-in-training ability, she discovers firsthand how witches are real. She accidentally wakes one out of stasis, and the witch blames her for her impending death, thus laying a death curse, which is, fairly traditional when you piss off a witch, it seems. That plays out a lot in folklore. Now, the best way to break this curse is to destroy the one responsible for the witch's death. It's not an easy task, nor is it an enjoyable one, and to top matters off, there is a demon intent on making sure that the curse is carried out. I was quite impressed with how well the story pulled me in. I read for hours until I discovered it was far past my bedtime. Going to bed at 4 a.m. due to reading a book is often not the easiest thing to bounce back from. I would not suggest reading this right before bed if you are the one more chapter variety of reader, such as I am. You'll probably end up like me. If you can go chapter by chapter and can withstand cliffhangers, then you won't lose sleep over this, unless your mind refuses to let go and keeps trying to figure out what happens next. Now, that is my problem, is I like to figure out what happens next. I really also liked how believable everything in this story was. The story was not all suspense and dread, though. There is a bit of romance, and a good balance of comedy as well in this tale. Honey is a character I hope to see more of in further books from this author, and I'm definitely going to have to get more of his works. Now, this review I had written up a while ago. I've forgotten how long ago now. It went up first on my Amazon account, so if you happen to find my Amazon review thread, feel free to follow it. I kind of got swept up in a whole lot of things, so I did not get this recorded as fast as I would have liked, and I am still working on the poems for last month, getting those recorded along with a short story that was also written last month. So if you enjoy this book, I do encourage you to go out, find the Necro Files, $7.50 an hour plus curses by C.L. Bledsoe at your favorite bookstore. Otherwise, please feel free to follow me to find out other books that I have read and enjoyed and my take on them. And I will see you in another video.